Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the Tron Legacy Deluxe Rinzler action figure set by Spin Master. This figure set is part of Series 1 of the Tron Legacy 7-inch scale action figures and was originally released in October of 2010. I found this figure set at a Toys R Us about a couple days before the official release, and they were selling it for $15. Now if you see the figure here in the package, this particular Rinzler figure does not have the impulse projection technology that the Sam Flynn and Clue figures have, but it does light up, and as you can see here, this figure set comes with a lot of accessories. I think it has the most accessories out of the deluxe figures so far, at least in Series 1. He's got a couple of identity discs, several batons here, and looks like a staff as well, which is kind of cool. Taking a look at the back of the package here, you can see Rinzler here in a pose. And up here you can see a description of the Rinzler character, which is basically the same as the 4-inch action figure of Rinzler. And you can see Rinzler there and a couple of the features, and also a content list there. And down below you can see the other figures in the Deluxe Tron Legacy action figure line. We have Sam Flynn, Clue, Rinzler, and Blackguard. Let's go ahead and open this figure out of the package, and we'll be right back. Okay, we have Rinzler out of the package, and we'll go over all of the items that came with the figure. First off, we have the instruction guide. I'm not sure why you really need this. I think they're just required to provide you instructions on how to replace the batteries and safe disposal of the batteries. They show you how to turn the light up features on and off, and how to use the light up features as well in several different languages. So that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and go over the accessories. I don't know how many batons Rinzler carries in the movie. Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see in the movies. But I'm not sure if he has 2 or 6, because it looks like he's provided 6 batons. 2 here, 1 here, 2 on the leg, and 1 with the staff. But I'm wondering if these are just multiple versions of the 2 batons. Such you got the 2 individual batons here, 1 in his hand and 1 attached to his leg. And you got these 2 batons here that look like they're they're joined together by an energy bar here. I guess like a pair of nunchucks. And then you have this baton here forming an energy katana, I guess. And then you have a baton. Well, you can see the parts of the baton here. It's not colored in the middle, but forming a staff-like object. So whether he has just 2 batons and these are just several different versions of the batons, I'm not sure. Or the guy is really packing some serious weaponry. And here's a detail of the single baton there. And it's got a peg hole on the other side attached to his leg. And it sticks alright on there. And he, besides the batons, he also comes with a pair of identity discs. He has 1 here in his hand, and 1 here attached to his back. And you just pull that apart. You cannot put both identity discs onto his back. Only 1 will fit onto his back at a time. I don't know if this was supposed to, if this is by design or not, but I'm not sure where he stores his other disc. Again, we'll have to wait and find out until we watch the movie. But you can take a look at the disc here, and you can see the notches on either side on the inner part of the ring there, and you can attach it to the back, and you have to really push it in there to get it into place on there. That's kind of cool. And taking a look at Rinzler here, pretty nice and detailed on the sculpt on the figure. Very, very cool. You got a combination of solid parts of his suit combined with a meshed pattern. Looks like underneath. It looks like these solid parts of his suit here are on top. You got lots of nicely sculpted detail on the figure on there. It's pretty neat. Right here on the legs. And you can see some of the highlights. He doesn't have as many as the other figures and characters in the Tron universe. He mostly has these dots throughout his body and small lines. Nothing running throughout the length of the entire body. And this particular deluxe figure only lights up. It doesn't have the impulse projection on the head. It's just the standard head there. But the light up features are activated via a button on the side, much like the other figures. And there's a switch on the back as well. It only provides 2 settings, not like the Sam and Clue figures where they have 3. Basically it's just an on and off switch. So right now I have it off, so you just switch it to the on position. Oops. And you press the button on the side, and he'll light up on the top over here and several other areas on the torso. I'll have to watch the trailer again to see if this guy is sparsely lit compared to the other characters in the movie. So, but it's a very nice figure. It's just some minor quibbles with this figure is the articulation joints, and we'll go over the articulation right now. The head does go all the way around, and that's about it. Doesn't go up or down, and you can see it's just a solid piece of plastic with some highlights and some sculpting there. Kind of neat. And the arms, they do go all the way around on there. They do go out and in. And this arm on this one, it's just a little loose. That's one of my minor quibbles with this particular figure. In certain positions, it's pretty solid right here, but when you get the arm stretched out to the horizontal, you can see it kind of wobbles a little bit. But when you get back in, it's nice and tight there. But that wobbles just a little bit. The arms rotate all the way around at the upper bicep. It bends at the elbow and rotates at the elbow as well. The hands are on a simple swivel cut, so they go all the way around. And some nice detail on the hands there. It's very, very nice. There we go. Especially like the highlighting detail in the mesh underneath right there. It's very cool. There is no articulation on the torso or the waist, and that's because of the light up features and the battery compartment on the back here, which prevents you from rotating or moving the torso up or down. And my other quibble with this figure is the articulation joint at the hip. The leg rotates all the way around. It's on a ball swivel or ball hinge joint. I don't know if you can see part of the hinge right there, which allows you to move the leg out to the side a little bit, but you really can't move the leg forward or back unless you really move the ball joint here, and it's very difficult to move that ball joint because the hip and the leg are very close together, and you can't really get a solid grip on that ball joint to move it, the hinge joint around to provide movement to the front or back. So it's very difficult to articulate the leg. The knee bends back and forward, and also the lower leg rotates along the knee. The feet bend up and down and also go all the way around. Overall, it's a nice figure, especially if you're a fan of Tron and the upcoming movie, eagerly anticipating the upcoming movie. And it's nice to have a Rinzler figure, even though we don't know much about him yet. And just some minor quibbles with the articulation of this figure, kind of disappointed with. So, but overall, it's a nice figure, and it's a great display piece for sure, especially to go with the other Tron figures. But this is my casual peek into the Tron Legacy Deluxe Rinzler action figure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.